Hey, I'm Manuel Romero, and I am Third Culture.
Welcome back, everybody. Part two. I'm Third Culture Podcast. Manuel Romero here. So we got a lot into the background story of Manuel Romero and how you've come to be doing what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
Maybe just some fun things to start with is like, what are when you look back on your life in the Manuel Romero movie, like what are some highlights, man? Like it's just maybe fun highlights. Of course you got the America's Got Talent,
Right.
but what are some stage experiences that you're like, wow, I was on stage with this, what are some highlights?
I mean,
for
it's
you?
obviously. I mean, being in a recording studio with, I don't know, John Cain from Journey singing "Open Arms" in Spanish, being
Whoa.
only the second person to record that song. Ever,
Wow.
in Spanish, and to actually be with the songwriter and have him, produce that record, to be able to say that I was at the first Latin Grammys. What else? I mean, just I don't know, singing at HBO fights, wearing my grandpa's pants because my mom took the wrong suit to the dry cleaners. I mean,
Thanks, Mom.
yeah, exactly. It's just so many things, but and we were actually just talking about that the other day at my parents' house. Just what would this movie look like? About all the stuff. I mean, my dad has for every year a book about that thick, just of all the things that I would do. I mean, I just music has taken me on such an amazing journey, and some professional things, some really cool, singing with Carlos Santana, producing with Narda Michael Walden. Being signed to a record label when I was just 12 years old.
Wow.
A lot of big things for a singer, but then I go to old folks' homes, hospitals. I donate my time at various functions just to kind of also give back to the community. I've used my music to just kind of spread my person and my voice as much as I can. While it is my career and I obviously make a living off of this, I do like to give back as well, and I like to share that with sometimes the people that may not have access to picking up a CD or downloading a song or buying a ticket to a concert. So yeah, I mean it's just it's a great movie coming soon. No,
That's great.
But with just a lot of music. And family.
That's amazing, man. How about a bucket list? Like some things that have not yet happened. What were like maybe an all-time I would love to do a duet with somebody or work on a project with somebody. What are some things that you have on a bucket list?
Man, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is I want to hear my music, playing on the radio station. I want to drive down the street, turn on the radio, and just randomly say, "Hey, there's my song," And I don't know, just do a concert and just hear the crowd singing that song that I recorded or that I wrote. That's, I think for anyone, it's just if you do music, if you're a performer, I mean, it's just there's no better reward than just to see people love what you do. I love music and I love to sing in my room with my guitar, but it's a lot more fun when you're on stage and there's that connection with the crowd. Even I think of singing here at Cathedral of Faith. You sing on Sunday and you're praising God and everything through music, but there's also a performance aspect to it, and because you're trying to sing your heart out, you're trying to sing those lyrics, you're trying to put some emotion into the people that are listening to you and praising God with you at that time, and it's fun to see that reaction. It's fun to see your voice be able to move people in a certain way. So I really love that. But that's definitely something that I would like to, have one day where I just look up and I see people singing my songs. That's would be amazing.
Yeah. I've always felt that, as a songwriter, the highest compliment is to hear it through someone else.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's nothing like that.
Yeah,
Whether it
that
be
is
a
true.
group of people or, another person, interpreting what you've done is
Right.
like the highest compliment.
Yeah, because you're saying like
Yeah.
you're a songwriter as well. I mean, it's
Yeah.
sometimes you write something and you're just, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
that good.
Sure.
It's very personal. And so
Sure.
when you show it to someone, the first time I'll even be showing it just on my phone, and I'm kind of like, ooh, I need to turn it down a little bit on this part. I need to, it's just, but yeah, to see that positive reaction is very cool.
Absolutely. Well, how about with navigating all these experiences, and with all the great success you've always, there's no way you can have success without some setbacks and things. What has been some of the constants that have kept you on course? Has it been family? Has it been a spiritual strength? What is keeping you on course?
I mean, definitely family.
Yeah.
The values that my parents instilled in all of us kids growing up. That's definitely something that keeps us all kind of on the right path. But just, I don't know, just really just being true to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Trying not to be influenced by other people, other singers, other songwriters, other performers, but always staying true to really who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Remembering that, hey, this is your sound, this is your style.
Yeah.
This is who Manuel Romero is.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try and be like the other guy or the other the other performer, whatever. It's really, even going back to like we were talking about in middle school and being growing up different than other kids,
Yeah.
and the pressure of how that could maybe either make you want to change or not appreciate the person and the essence of you.
Yeah.
I think that we just need to sit back and realize, and even though it may sound corny, that you are unique and you're
Yeah.
special because God made you a certain way.
Absolutely.
So it's like I said, it does sound kind of corny, but it
No.
really is true. It really is true because
it's
at the end
true.
of the day, there's only one of you.
Yeah.
There's only one of me.
Yeah.
And why not share that with the world?
Yeah, absolutely. Instead of shying away or being
Yeah,
embarrassed,
exactly.
because
Exactly.
I just feel like that is the age old obstacle for the creative people. Is that comparison?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and especially now. I was talking to a friend how it's so difficult now with social media because there's so much information. I joked around before about how, before social media existed, you'd be like, man, I don't think they like me as much as they like him or something.
Right.
Or, and now for sure they like him better.
Yeah, right. Look at all those followers.
You have analytics to support the claims, and you're like, wow, he really is cooler than I am. So I mean, do you still find that as something you kind of have to struggle with? Is like, I stay off social media or I can't. I'm playing the wrong game here.
Yeah.
Like how I got to stay in my lane, just be me, lean into that. Like,
Yeah,
you still find you struggle with that at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot different now. I mean, I've seen the business change from when I first started, and yeah, social media is huge, and it does affect the way you you see your career and the way you see your day-to-day activities and whatnot. So I think it's just still remaining true to yourself, still trying to be that same. You can't change. You can't. I mean, you can change, but you can't not be true to that.
Yeah.
You can't just all of a sudden say, okay, this is not working for me. I got to be completely different. No,
Right.
it's just you got to learn how to use the tools in the right way because
That's
they're available to us all the same way.
That's good.
It's just learning how to use them.
Yeah.
And I've definitely struggled with it or. There's a learning curve, and I'm learning how to use that. I think that's I find myself talking to younger kids. Hey, what do you think about this? What's this? How do I do this? And just because it's always changing, it's always evolving, and you got to stay with it.
Yeah.
But but yeah, your story still remains the same.
Right.
It's just it's there's now so much more ways to tell it.
Right. Right.
So I mean, I remember just where before it was just like your website or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I mean, shoot, I can go on Instagram, do a live, and share a new song idea, and
Right.
Get people's reaction like
Instantly.
that. So
Right.
I mean, that's kind of cool, but it's
Right.
also really nerve wracking because everyone can see it, and you're like, I remember when I first did live or whatever, it's just like, oh, there's only one person watching. What's going on? But then it was like, okay, it just gets better.
Yeah. Because that information can fuel you or it can crush you if you allow it.
You can get really self-conscious.
Yeah.
But you can't be scared. Be scared. Just gotta put yourself out there.
I was talking to some another creative a while back too, and they were talking about how the dynamic we live in. So much technology right now. We have a camera set up and audio set up, and we're recording, and we can launch it. We could launch it today if we wanted to, right? It's just instantaneously to the public.
Yeah.
Where before, 20 years ago, you needed a TV station to do that with $1 million worth of equipment and people and stuff. And so, in other words, we live in a day and age where it's never been easier to record something, but it's also becoming harder than ever to get heard.
Right.
Because there's so much
noise out there. Yeah.
And in fact, the guy was telling me, he's like, he heard an analytic that said there was somewhere around 100,000 albums being uploaded to iTunes a day.
Wow.
So you're talking about just a massive amounts of quantity of just white noise. So with that being said, like what would you say to young people that want to be a Manuel Romero, that want to be making their own music, they want to be signed to a label, or they want to, share with what they have with the world. What do you say to the person now that lives in this day and age?
I mean, take every opportunity you have in front of you. Don't be picky. Don't say, well, I don't think that this is the right crowd for me. I don't think every chance you get. You got it. Beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
And in the music industry, in the music world, if there's an open stage, you gotta step on it.
That's good.
And if not, maybe people won't listen.
Yeah.
But if you don't go up there, they're definitely not gonna listen because you're not giving them the chance.
Yeah.
So if there's 10,000 albums being uploaded a day, be that 10,001. I mean, who cares? You got to put your stuff out there. You got to put yourself out there. I definitely am so thankful that that I did do that. And it's not. I think that it's made me the performer that I am to this day. It's I've been doing a lot of promo for this new release that we have with the label, and you go onto this major TV show and cameras all around, and people are kind of looking at you like, is he nervous? Is he gonna crack? Is he gonna stutter? And I just look around. It's like, you know what? I've done this 1,000 times, a million times. Whether it's here or whether it's at the local news station in San Jose, I mean, it's the same thing. You just gotta be you. You just gotta go up there, tell your story, show your stuff, and be done with it. Don't sweat it too much. So I've learned that throughout my career and applied it now, especially that I need it the most. All those past experiences, all those opportunities that I took as a young kid, growing in this career. Have made me confident, have made me the guy that I am. That's guy that steps out on that stage and just says, worry about the other stuff later. Yeah. Now I'm here to sing.
That's so good, man. Because the next question I was gonna pose, I think you just answered it. Is like, how do you become brave? How do you become courageous to be you in those kind of moments? And what I hear you saying is that it was all the other work.
Yeah.
It was all the times where the door did shut, or I got voted off, or I said no. All that becomes the foundation for me to stand on and be confidently who I am. Yeah. That's so good, man.
Yeah.
So
good. It takes a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And hard work takes time.
Yeah.
And it's I I have
It's
years
not a
worth of
get
it.
rich quick scheme.
No, yeah. I mean, you'll
it's
hear
hard work.
maybe you'll hear my music on the radio this year, and people say, "Wow, yeah, this guy came out of nowhere." You know, he just started with. No, there's years and years of blood, sweat, and tears, and but that's the beautiful thing about it. That's why, when you see someone go up and accept a Grammy and you see tears of joy come out, it's not because winning a Grammy or an award is so awesome. I mean, it is great.
Sure.
But I think you see everything flash
The
before you.
cost,
You're like, man. I remember when I was sitting in my garage playing my guitar and no one cared, and now look,
Wow.
So I mean, I can imagine that's hopefully. That's going to be something we're going to experience in the near future.
That's so good, man. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what the future brings, man. And
Thank you.
For those who are, how could people access you, like social media?
Yeah, I mean, I'm available on all platforms. Instagram, it's Manuel Romero _official. Okay. My Facebook is Manuel Romero Música. And then obviously you guys can look me up on YouTube. All the latest music right now is available on all the digital platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. But yeah, go check out the video. Actually, the latest single. We're almost to 1 million views, so we're getting there. But yeah, there's so much more to come. So yeah, just please hit me up on social media. I always answer my messages. I love to interact with fans, with other musicians. People send me songs all the time. I love to read over those, listen to those. I love to collaborate. So I mean, just check me out, and there's a lot of music to come.
That's awesome, man. Well, we're certainly looking forward to see how this story continues to unfold. And again, thank you so much for your time. We wish you the best, man. Hope to have you back here soon, man.
I'd love to. Yeah, enjoy the just sitting down and talking a little bit with you, and
absolutely.
And it's always a pleasure, and I just love the fact that you guys make me feel so at home.
Oh, well, thank you, man. Thank you, man. Well, thank you guys for checking us in. Please check back with us to see who's going to be on here next, and please go hit up Manuel Romero, follow him. Buy his music, support good people, support good music, man. So
there you go.
Again, thank you for checking us out. Manuel, thanks again, brother.
Thank you, man.
Blessings to you, buddy.
Appreciate it. God bless.